AITA for not helping my wife's son to go to hospital. I've been married to my wife for 2 years now. Recently, there have been some issues because of my habit of sitting in the car for a few minutes before entering the house. I know it bothers her, but it's something I started doing after a traumatic experience in my past. Years ago, I walked in on my ex cheating on me, and ever since then, I find it hard to immediately walk into the house when I come home. Last week, things escalated when my stepson, who I love dearly, had a terrible accident. My wife called me in panic, and I rushed home from work as fast as I could. When I arrived, I parked the car and sat there for about 8 minutes, trying to gather myself. I was overwhelmed and didn't want to bring my anxiety into the house, especially during such a critical moment. I needed those few minutes to compose myself before facing the crisis inside. However, when I finally stepped out of the car, my wife was furious. She yelled at me, demanding to know why I hadn't come in immediately. I tried to explain that I needed a moment, but she was too upset to listen. She accused me of being cold and uncaring, which hurt deeply because I was genuinely trying to prepare myself mentally to handle the situation. Things only got worse when she left with our son for the hospital without me. I felt devastated and misunderstood. Later, when I tried to talk to her, she refused and went to stay with her mom. She even texted me about wanting a divorce, which completely blindsided me. Since then, her family has been bombarding me with messages, blaming me for exacerbating my trauma and accusing me of disrespecting boundaries. They don't understand that those few minutes in the car are my way of coping with a very painful memory. I'm desperate to salvage my marriage, but she won't respond to my attempts to communicate. I love her and her son deeply, and I feel like this misunderstanding is tearing us apart. I wish she could see that I'm not trying to neglect them. I just need a moment sometimes to gather myself.